Welcome to Sports Sushi. Your chefs for tonight are Sports Plug Russ, serving up the spiciest sports takes of the week. Sterling Furrow, rolling the X's and O's into an analytical maki platter. And finally, the moderator who always keeps the sake flowing, DJ Slow Boogie. Now grab those chopsticks and get ready, because your order of fresh and raw sports sushi is up.
Yo. Welcome, everybody. It is the first episode of Sports Sushi. We're here live, face, visuals, all of it. I am DJ Slow Boogie, man. I'm your moderator for this evening, man. You know, this evening we're going to get into a lot of Hollywood theme, not Hollywood, Halloween theme, Hollywood theme. God damn it, I keep saying Hollywood. Halloween theme show where we're going to talk about the scariest players that ever took the field in the NFL professionally. There's a lot of new setup here, so if you're tuned in on YouTube, you should be. Are they seeing us? They're seeing us like this, or they might be seeing us as different. Not 100% sure it's not me. But I'm with Sterling Furlow and my boy Sports Plug Rush. Y'all say what's up to the people, man. Show your faces.
Oh yes, what's up? It's Sports Sushi. We live in person, nigga. Watch this.
Hey, I'm out here in a hotel room, man. I'm out here in the OC.
Rain, sleep, snow, hotel room.
Make it happen, Captain. But we are on the new formats. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Odyssey. We are live. It is the Gratwick Podcast Network on YouTube, Twitch, Odyssey, and I think Gratwick. I think it's Gratwick Entertainment on Facebook. So we're live on all those formats now. So please, tune in. If you like to go ahead and chime in, it's done so within the Gratwick Discord. There's a link within the Gratwick Discord. Please hit that link, join us, and you can come in and talk to us what we've been doing in the past. So this show, man, we got a lot of good stuff lined up here. My boy Rodney tuned in. Shout out to you, my boy. I like this little feature, man. Shit tight, dog.
Yeah, it just pop up at you like, ha! Rodney. And nigga.
I like
how you doing, my nigga? What's up?
Like, this is gonna be good, dog.
Seeing as though we Halloween theme, I like that the flame. Yeah. I like how the Halloween theme we got. What's your favorite Halloween candy? Wait, before I say this though, if you eat candy corn, you're dangerous.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
Damn, I wasn't gonna say that because my cousin eats candy corn, but he knows how I feel.
Candy corn is from the devil himself, bro.
If you eat candy corn, like you might kill people and eat them. But we don't have a food. But what's y'all's favorite? You know what I'm saying? I don't think mine's really. I got one, but it's old school. I like the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, bro. Oh, slam. You can only really find them at Halloween, but when you get your hands on them, the orange ones, boy, nigga, the fruit Tootsie Rolls, not the vanilla. The blue one's gross. The vanilla's not for me. I won't say gross. It's not for me. Yeah. But the orange one, I think they got a lime one. I think they got like a cherry one, but all the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls, you only find them during Halloween. Them whole slam.
Give me whole candy bars, bro. Yeah, I remember going to somebody's house and you take all the candy bars. Yeah, give me that.
Bro, when you roll up on the house and they hand you that Snickers.
Ooh.
Yeah. The whole not the little bitty one. Did y'all ever play candy poker growing up? Did y'all ever play candy poker growing up?
Yeah.
You get your big backpack, you got it full of candy, you take it. Yeah, nigga, I bet you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, Halloween's a great time.
My favorite Halloween candy was always Starburst because of that reason. so I can go.
Your little 2-pack, Them hoes clutch, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah. And so for that reason, it's like, I can always break them down and trade them. It's like, oh, I got 2 reds, or I can package up the 2 reds and with the lemon because nobody like the lemon.
So, I got a secret power because I like the lemon and the orange. Boy, nigga, I was a winner. Boy, I don't like the here.
Did you put them both together and roll them into a little
yes, bro. I thought I was the only one. See, that's why the lemon's clutch because you get a strawberry and a lemon and roll them. Stop.
Strawberry lemonade, bro.
This game is to be sold, not told. Stop playing with me, man.
All right, man. So, real quick, the show will be uploaded on DLive, Rumble, D2, Daily Motion, Spotify, and all of the podcast directories. So, yeah, man. We done stepped into the motherfucking new century and shit.
Arena. We don't have a name for it yet, so we just gonna call it the arena.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We done stepped up, man. So also, but before we get started, I gotta go ahead. I gotta plug in our other show, Luca Podcast. That's how Luca got here. Our gaming and family podcast that we have is with Draco and B, gaming couple. Is about their love for gaming and their love for gaming that brought about their family and their son. So also we have a Destiny gaming tournament coming in about I think it's October 30th. So if you want to go ahead and get some bread, cash prize, PvP tournament, if you're the best, good on the trigger, bang bang bang, come and get some money. It's going to be live in the Discord, the Gratwick Discord. Information in there, and that's how you sign up. That is the only requirement that you need to participate. So let's see. Shout out down to Ghostin. How do you chime in? Hey man, you can chime in by I think we still can do it through the
you should still be Discord, right?
Yeah, you can still do it through the Discord. But like that works right there. I mean, we can go ahead and we can see what you write and we can go ahead and respond to it right then and there. So it's going to be some adjustments. I understand, man. From my usual setup, but we'll get there eventually.
If you have the Discord link, it still works. It still works. You know what I'm saying? If it takes us a moment, in the beginning, like you said, we're shifting gears. So if it takes us a moment to get to bloopers right in here, you know what I'm talking about? Let us know, like, hey yo, and we'll find it. We'll find it.
All right, so let's go ahead, man. Let's without further ado, let's get it going.
I still got sound effects, bitch. Go ahead, though.
So as from last show, the championship series of the MLB playoffs wrapped up, and the Phillies advanced and the Astros advanced as well. Look, we knew what was going to happen. We knew what was going to happen, bro. Like me and you, we talked about it, so no need to get back no need for the banner.
I'm fighting back tears.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the cool. Y'all whooped us so bad it wasn't even a reason for me to be that mad. I just drank alcohol and said, "Damn, Astros is cold." But I will say this, Aaron, if you would like to leave and go to the West Coast, leave, nigga. Because there's 2 types of players. There's ones that want to win and ones that want to get in the record books and get all them stats. As a Yankee fan, I don't care about a home run, whatever, that stuff. I want a team like the one down here next to where I live in Dallas. You have to get 5 runs. And then when you do, the game starts. Like, if you don't have 5 runs, then we'll just go 18 innings. Ask the Mariners. Me and you both have suffered this, Sterling.
Oh yeah,
You're looking at 2 dead bodies. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
Astros made zombies, but
the Astros gonna win it all, man. We know that.
Man, that's a good baseball team, dude.
Hey, but hold up though. I got some beef though. How you gonna disown Judge like that? Because just last week you were like, they need to sign this dude. He is, how you gonna do your boy like that? He ain't the one that's want to leave.
Because playoff performances mean more to me than anything. And like this, bro, we've been to 5 ALCSs and lost all 5 of them to 2 teams. One was the Boston Red Sox when they had Mookie, the best player in baseball. The second, third, 4th, and 5th was to 1 team. It's the Yankees. You mean you can't beat these niggas one time? Even the Red Sox came back from 0-3 to come back to beat the Yankees after it was just so much. And no, I think that you can't have both Judge and I think you can have both Judge and Stanton. But if Judge has anything like else he's thinking about, let him go and use that money to sign contact hitters that are going to get on base. The Yankees have a bunch of guys that either hit home runs or strike out. And when you play against good teams, the Astros are a good team, and a lot of the other good teams, the Cleveland Guardians were a good team. When you play against good teams, that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, we skated by one team. The Astros showed what a real championship team looks like in the year 2022. The Phillies, you know how I feel about Philly sports.
Yeah.
Y'all trash. But I like Bryce Harper, and y'all got my boy Castellanos. I believe he did go from the Reds to the Phillies. Am I correct? Yes. I am correct. And so I really like that. So it's going to be a good series for me to watch. I really want to see what Bryce does and Castellanos does against these Astros laser shooters, ray guns.
I mean,
you're out. Like,
I'm just like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am a hardcore Astros fan. I'm a casual, bro. I only tune in, in the playoff times, when it gets closer. And I might catch a game in mid-season, but I'm really, really and truly like, the bragging rights and the shit talking is all fun and stuff like that. But I really want them to win this for Dusty Baker. I feel like Dusty Baker is very deserving of a World Series title and championship. So that is my where my agenda is. I'm pulling for Dusty. Win this one for Dusty.
I think that's what makes it hurt less. I think everybody thinks that Dusty's one of those guys that deserves to go ahead and get one.
Yeah.
And he's been in there for a minute, man. It's time. You know what I'm saying?
And he's always taken a lot of controversial, stepped in a lot of controversial situations, tough situations and stuff like that. And he navigated them pretty to the best of his abilities. So that's one thing that I was like, okay, they bringing in a crisis management guy that's going to kind of,
kind of fuck around and win that bitch.
And he's over here, about to go ahead and from what it's looking like, they're favored, to win the World Series. So hopefully they get it done.
But the Phillies got a squad too, so don't let them go do like the Braves.
Don't overlook
the Braves. Yeah, the Braves.
Stop it. You know the Astros is gonna kill them.
No. Okay. What did we think last year?
Yeah.
Who thought the Braves was gonna win? Who thought the Braves was gonna win?
Well,
I did.
Man, ain't nobody unless you are a Braves fan. Shout out Ghost. Shout out my dollars. Unless you're a Braves fan, or unless you are from Atlanta or wherever they say that burb that they play in.
You know, I'm from Chattanooga, right? I'm from Chattanooga, which is only an hour and 10 minutes from Atlanta. So I've been down.
No, that's cool. So which one? Pick one. Yeah, you a Braves or a Mariner? Oh,
I'm a Mariner. I'm a Mariner.
Okay, cool. Hey, you got to pick a side.
I
pick
know.
A side.
I'm just very familiar with the Braves, man. So it was just good to see them get back in that thing last year. But yeah, I mean, nobody predicted they were going to win before the season started. No one thought the Braves were going to do any damage. But I mean, when you watch these playoff games, man, the Astros, they just look
like a machine.
They're a machine, man.
They're a machine. I've been calling them the machine.
They're assassins. They're assassins, man.
It's their problem, man. Everywhere up and down that team you look, there is a problem, and none of their pitchers choke.
Yep.
They may not have the best lineup, but none of their pitchers choke.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't let Texas down now that I'm giving y'all all these props. Y'all go out here and let Bryce Harper bend you over. It's going to be ridiculous.
Do not.
Let's go ahead and drop a flex bomb for the Astros, the Phillies, and the motherfucking World Series. Right. Congratulations on making it. One of y'all got to win.
All right.
Hope it goes 7.
All right, so we're going to cover that as it progresses. It might be over next week. At next show, it might still be going on and down. So we'll give you the updates with that next week. But for right now, we're going to slide over to the NBA.
Yes, sir.
So, NBA has taken a stance against tanking. If you haven't been paying attention, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is like, "You're not going to tank. We're not going to do that. We're not going to tolerate it. It'll be punishable." So, Me personally,
my mom's at the end.
Yeah, that's all the excess shit that I just tuned out. So I mean, look, I understand. It hurts the product. People pay money; they want to see the stars play. And that ties into low management or some shit.
That's more low management than tanking.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
no. I mean, that's two different things. I mean, Boogie's right. Like people get mad about that, but I'm just saying that's two. Is it not?
It to me it's two different things. But
because who's really, of all the teams that are the shittiest teams in the league, who's really like low managing and tanking? You know what I'm saying? Like low management is really the teams at the top low manage because they want to get to the finals. The teams at the bottom,
when you got stars to actually manage,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the teams at the bottom, what they do is they put a product out there that's not gonna win. Like that's what they do. They're just not. They're gonna play as hard as they can, but they're not gonna win. But I asked you guys this: this is only for the NBA. Like, is there nothing more that you can do? Because in the NBA, you have to have one of these like top or ability to be one of these top 5 players to even think about winning at all. Like you're not gonna win it all, like unless you have back in the day LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. That's why he moved. Steph's not winning it all if he plays with the Washington Wizards alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's got to have a good team, a team that's built around him. Like all these players got to have like talent around them. And so when you're looking as a GM and you say, man, first of all, do I look at Zion? It was you just are like, okay, we just started with him. Now we got BI. Then we got McCollum. Then we got all these pieces around. Now you're looking at like don't get hurt because now it's time. But they had to suck because you have to suck to get a good player, bro. You can't like be mediocre and get a good player. Like you have to suck. Now, I do think there should be something done about these teams that have like multiple, like the Sacramento Kings. Y'all should be charged a fee because you've been in the lottery too many years, bro. Like at some point you got to make a good decision or you just can't have that pick because someone else can do something better with it. And at that point, you're just ruining careers.
That's a good way to look at it. I just think, man, it sucks to suck, don't it? I mean, the Kings been terrible for years. They've been terrible for years. They ain't been nothing since Chris Webber left and Mike Bibby.
Right. As a Kings fan, yes. As a Kings fan, yes.
It's ownership. It's management.
But what about our team? What about our team? Logical team, the Mavericks. We watched it. They went out there, put some guys out there that wasn't finna win. But what we get, Luka. So when teams that are competent do it, Atlanta got Ice Tray. You know what I'm saying? Teams that are competent, when they do it, it's cool. But when teams like the Knicks do it, you're like, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of watching to see who the Knicks are going to get. I'm tired of watching to see who the Kings are going to get. I'm tired of watching to see who OKC is going to get. OKC, you have become the farm system for the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pick in the lottery every year. You know what I'm saying? Since you lost Durant, and all the good ones leave. Like Shy Glizzy, we're going to see what he going to do. Shy Glizzy Alexander, Gildress, if y'all would like to correct me, but I call him
you
Shy
need to
Glizzy.
leave. That boy need to leave.
Yeah. He's going to. It's a farm system. Someone that's cold that needs one more guy is going to get him. And you know what I'm saying? I wish. But
we'll take him.
Man, there's a lot to talk about with. Anyway, let's continue it rolling.
All right, so we're going to step on to NCAA football here. We're going to go ahead and talk about these Week 9 previews. We have first up Penn State University versus Ohio State. Buckeyes is the number 2, if I'm not mistaken, team in the country. They leapfrog Alabama after Alabama, fucked up.
Is Jackson and Jigba coming back?
He's back. He's just been battling a hamstring injury all season. So, but he did play last week. But Ohio State, they got the best offense in the country.
They're gonna beat the shit out of Penn State. They're
gonna kill them.
They're gonna beat the dog shit out of them. Hey,
they're gonna kill Penn State. And Marvin Harrison is probably, that dude, is he not the best wide receiver in college football right now? Top 3. It's
yes.
He's cold. That boy cold.
See, now you're gonna make me have to. Now I gotta get out to get the old computer out.
Listen, I'm just saying. It pains me to say anything good about Ohio State, but they're good, man. And Penn State, They don't have anything offensively. They got 2 good freshman running backs and a couple offensive linemen that are decent. But outside of that, man, on offense, Sean Clifford is not very good. And the wide receiver wise, they don't really have anything to match up on the outside. So I think it'll be a good matchup to see what Ohio State's defense is. They're one of the top 15 defenses in the country right now. But this will be their biggest test to date, right? But they played against a really good Iowa team last week. That's one of the best defensive teams in the country, but they can't do anything on offense. So, Ohio State had too much firepower in, but again, it's any given Saturday, right? So you just never know. But I expect Ohio State to beat them by at least 3 touchdowns, if you ask me.
Maybe 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 or more. How about that?
Yeah. Ohio State there's only probably Michigan and who else could probably compete with them in the Big Ten. The Big Ten's not
Michigan.
strong.
I think Michigan's the only team really that's going to compete.
Yeah, like it's
the big game has value now.
It's going to be good. I don't sleep the night before. I'm telling you, dog, I struggle. Y'all gonna have to do a wellness check on me that day, bro. Y'all gonna have to do a wellness check. Hey, but we have to start. We gotta live stream these games, bro.
I'm down to live stream the games, bro. I am so down.
I got commentary on all this, but
bro, I'm telling y'all to live stream the game because I got some people that would join in with us, like, and get it.
Let's do Georgia and Florida, and y'all can watch me fucking have a fucking meltdown.
Yeah,
man. Hey,
y'all will beat Florida. It's Tennessee you need to worry about.
No, it's a stretch. Like, okay,
man.
So let's go on to the next one.
Go ahead.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's move to the next one because hopefully, we talking about 2 of the teams that some of the teams that we got to face. But right now is Kentucky and Tennessee. After Tennessee done upset Alabama. They done shot up in the rankings, and they are now a threat to my Georgia Bulldogs, a serious threat. I don't. Shut up, Siri. I don't feel that. Yeah, she's trying to pull up some shit. I think that. Look, let's just be honest. Tennessee gonna clean Kentucky up. That's what's gonna happen.
Because I think the guy that's going to lead the Detroit Lions out of the abyss is the quarterback for Kentucky right now. So I'm not going to say anything about Willie.
Yeah,
it's not Will though. It's not Will. I just think Tennessee has too much, man.
Yeah.
How you gonna cover them wide receivers? They got 4 legitimate dudes over there. 4 of them.
Man, it's college football.
I know anything can happen, but
I've seen the coldest guys ever go out there in college football and just one Saturday, bro.
But man, it
can get terrible
for sure, especially this year. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, you see it in the NFL, you see it in college football, but Tennessee gonna beat that ass. Let's be real.
I mean, that's if I was to bet on it, I would bet Tennessee. But I've been telling y'all about Tennessee's quarterback since I'm talking about.
True. Yes. So, I will give you that.
I'm like
flex bomb on that one.
Hey, I need one for myself. Just for myself. Hold up.
Yeah.
This guy. I'm the guy that told you Hendon Hooker was going to be a Heisman finalist. Me, listen.
No, you did, dude. No, for sure. Like, Russell was definitely in our ear telling us. He was like, that's the
bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was just watching some highlights and reading some articles, and I looked and I said, hey man, you look pretty good. And then I was like, the Virginia Tech stuff, and I was like, really, he lost his job at Virginia Tech because he got COVID. Like, really, that's what happened. Like,
I mean, it does help when you're like 26 and playing, but no.
You know what?
I'm just playing.
I'm playing. But for the next, like what? Chris Winkie won that bitch at 32. But for the next, like 3-4 years, we're gonna have to deal with that because the COVID years. So we're gonna have older.
I want to see him ball
up in that bitch.
I want to see, and it's anytime Tennessee is back in the national conversation, man. College football needs that. When Phil Lafone was there, when I was a kid, bro. I mean, it was live. Like The whole Peyton Manning craze living through that down there in the South was Imperialist Price and T. Martin and Jamal Lew, all them dudes, man. It was a fun ass time to be a fan.
And it's just but it's also just good to see different teams, bro.
Yeah.
No shade to Alabama. I know people are gonna be like, roll tide, yeah, whatever, do that, poison trees. But I mean, like, nah, but it's good to see other teams. Like, it's good to look at UGA versus Florida this weekend and say, watch it.
Yeah.
It means something. Like, it means something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see that. Like, shit. Good luck, Boogie. Man, I want to go there and get drunk and watch that game. That would be awesome.
We got one even better. Russ,
that would be
stay
awesome,
home, get drunk, and watch the game.
I am.
Speaking of which, man, let's go ahead and talk. Talk about UGA versus Florida right now. Dubbed the biggest cocktail party ever. So, look, as a Georgia fan, man, this has always been one of those matchups that was always tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we've been winning, in the recent years, it's still one of the games you still got to watch out for because Florida they're deceptive. They can sneak you. They can sneak you.
And they got a quarterback.
They can club punch you. They can hit you on the chin, knock you out. Say now you're on World Star, getting embarrassed. Then saying your wife steps out, start cheating on you. Fired.
Damn, boy.
God,
I'm over here about to be like, well, the over is 56.5. And he said that. I said, well, damn, niggas' lives gonna be over after this game.
Yeah, that's how big the game is. Okay? People's lives could be over. Okay.
Nah, it's one of those, man. Like any given Saturday, like Florida, it looks bleak. Like Georgia should win. Florida should lose, but Florida got that X factor at quarterback. That another guy that I've been, but actually, when I pronounce my fandom today,
he ain't it though.
I said, I'm not gonna say he ain't. I'm gonna say he ain't ready.
I'll give you Hooker, but
I'm gonna say, man, he not ready. He's a sophomore, right?
Yes,
sophomore, right? Sophomore, I think. Yes, he's got time.
He's still green.
I took the cookies out the oven a little too soon. They were squishy in the middle. I had to put them back in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna wait, but he's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready when it's time to be ready.
It's watching Florida. Because I love to scout these players, and when I look at him, man, he has all the physical ability, all the physical talent, but he really leaves a lot to be desired when it comes to throwing the football and processing and reading defense, man. And it's one of those things where like. You see some quarterbacks and you go, okay, like I see what he was thinking there. That makes sense to go through his progression like that. I just don't see that with Anthony Richardson, man. I just don't.
Not at all, ever, not once, not ever at all.
Bro,
at all of ever.
Okay, I mean,
we're talking about
maybe, a young guy, but hold on. We're talking about a guy that we are projecting to go top 2 rounds in the NFL draft, right? Lauded before the season to be. No, he's not, and I can put money on that. How many shots you want?
By the time he's a sophomore.
These are the things you don't want to bet me on these ones. I'm telling you, dog. He look. It's possible. He just has a lot of work to do. That's all I'm saying.
No. I'm saying he is. He's going to do that.
Yeah.
Here's the reason why. I know I don't disagree with what you're saying because all that's true. Like when you watch a play, you're like, oh. Sometimes you're like, fuck. Like,
yeah, right.
Like I be like, I put my chips, eggs in this basket. Damn. But then at other times I look and I say, that right there looks like an NFL X Factor guy that you just say. We don't know how he does it, but he's getting it done. Now his throwing does need to get better, but in the what was that? I can't remember the game. The game he played. What game was that? I think it was against Tennessee. He had a horrible game. Or was the game before Tennessee? He had a terrible game throwing. And then against Tennessee, he had 240, 50 yards passing. And, he showed the ability to, improve from a week-to-week basis. So that's why I believe he can be an NFL guy. And he's going to be a high NFL guy.
When you watch, so just keep this in mind. When you watch him, look for throws that he throws with anticipation. just be on the look. That's where, in my opinion, that's where he struggles the most.
But
throwing with anticipation. He has to see something open before he throws it.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not going to be able to do that in the next level.
You're right, but I'm saying he's a sophomore now.
He's got time.
So
he's got time.
What you're saying is true, but I'm not looking for that until he gets to be mid junior year, senior year. Definitely, if he's that cold and that athletic, I'm gonna be looking for that next year. Because no matter what, if you're that cold and that athletic, you're gonna get drafted. So next year is gonna be the year then that you want to see that, and he's gonna have the receiving talent around and do so. So, but you're completely right. Like right now, he's just raw talent that makes you say like either you saying what you're saying, like he's raw talent, but I'm not gonna do that. And I'm one to say like with that type of raw talent and just his build, like I'm taking him unless he comes out next year and bums out. But we'll see.
The intangibles are nice. They're nice.
Yeah. He's not gonna go out there and just like die.
Yeah, I was trying to say we missed our that was actually a sports sushi showdown opportunity that we missed. But moving forward, if you guys,
Sterling, rawr. I don't know what else he's doing. Nigga.
Moving forward,
we blew that one. But you had me with some like. And you know what I'm saying? Next week I'm gonna have a good that.
Like, he should be like, do we have a showdown? Or
hit me with it. Y'all beefing or something. You know what I'm saying? We would have stopped like, oh shit, shut up. Somewhere in America.
I'm thinking we had something that that can kind of symbol it off, like a gong or some shit, a sound effect. But
me and Sterling just go, nigga. TTG.
We do this all the time, though.
I'm saying, like it just jumps off. Ain't no pump faking around here, like.
Opportunities, but for the audience that's listening in, if you want to go ahead and tune in, and engage in these sports sushi showdowns, you are welcome to. It's 1 minute that you receive to. Debate, make your point. If you disagree with anything that our co-hosts say, you can challenge it. You get 2 minute total time, and the last minute is a free for all. So
but beware, because we gonna eat your ass up. I'm not gonna lie, ain't no one-on-ones. if you come in here and argue with me or Sterling or Boogie, expect me, Sterling or Boogie to jump the shit out you and hit you with facts. Yeah, when you see me and Sterling doing this. You in trouble, nigga. That like Boogie keep talking. I'm gonna look up some stats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we here.
Call them out, Sterling. I'm gonna feed you these numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and I'm gonna hit you with some painstaking jokes about your team.
Yeah, and he gonna sound like the fuck out you too. Yeah.
That's hilarious, man.
What's up? When you on the ground, Chris gonna spit on you.
Yeah.
That's my bite, punk.
Exactly.
I'm gonna mute your audio and shit.
Sports sushi showdown. Beware.
Sushi gang. Nah, fuck with y'all. All right, man. So moving on, man. We're talking about the UGA Florida game. Florida has a great goddamn players, and one of the players that we want to talk about and highlight with Russ's either or is the freak himself, Jevon Kearse. Russ, I will defer to you, my brother.
You already know what time it is. It's time for either or. Y'all like that? Because I got the video. I could do stupid shit like that now. But now we got Jevon Kearse, Simeon Rice. You already know who's the scariest, who's the biggest, the baddest. Who would you choose? If you want a quick rundown of the two of them, this is the craziest thing about them. So you got like games played. Simeon Rice played 174 games. Jevon Kearse only played 133. So he's got about 40 games on him. Listen to this, though. Simeon Rice has 403 solo tackles compared to Jevon Kearse's 263. Now, most of y'all hear that and listen to that and say, like, why the fuck would you even compare them? Those who watched are those who know. Sacks, Simeon Rice at 122. That's what playing next to Warren Sapp will do to you. And then you have 74 for Jevon Kearse. Interceptions, Jevon Kearse had 1. Simeon Rice had 5. I personally, with all this, I read those on purpose, leaning towards Simeon Rice so people can realize how cold Simeon Rice is, because those that watch probably, when I first said this, said Jevon Kearse, no doubt. And then when I read those, I probably said, holy shit, what the fuck was Simeon Rice on? Simeon Rice was playing next to Warren Sapp. That's the fuck he was on. And he was making sure he won all of his matchups. Me personally, I'm gonna let y'all go at it after this. I'm taking Jevon Kearse, even though he played less time and had less accolades, because I fucking watched the shit and he was truly the fucking freak. There was a reason why he called that. There's a reason why I picked him for this Halloween episode. Like, yes, give me Jevon Kearse 10 times out of 10. If you take Simeon Rice, I won't hate you though.
Yeah, I mean, let's not, Derek Brooks on that second level of that defense too, right? Was amazing.
Barber on the outside as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not knocking it for having a legendary defense, but yeah, I mean, Jevon Kearse's game translates to today. Like he was Julius Peppers before Julius Peppers. You see what I'm saying? Like he was one of the true, absolute 4.5, 4.4 speed defensive ends. That was just insane, crazy bend. Very Von Miller-esque.
I have another guy. I got a guy for you. I got a guy for you.
Who?
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones don't get enough credit.
I'm good at this. He was Chandler Jones in the back before.
But more athletic. Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I'll give you more athletic. I'll give you more athletic. I'll give you more athletic.
So yeah, I definitely would go with Jevon Kearse over Simeon Rice. But Simeon Rice was a dog too. But Jevon Kearse, to me, impacting the game. Oh man, Jevon Kearse was that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the freak as well. So I think we're all unanimous on this one. But like with Jevon, okay. So and I know that Madden's a fucking video game.
I just want the people. I'm just sorry, Boogie. I just want the people to realize. Like, we all just picked Jevon Kearse, and I read those stats out to you for Simeon Rice. Just, if you go back and rewind, listen to the stats for Simeon Rice, and we all picked Jevon Kearse.
We all unanimous.
There's going to be someone out there in the comments of YouTube. Tell us Simeon Rice and why. I know there's some Buccaneers fan out there.
Yeah, so, like, with Jevon Kearse, I've sat there and I've seen him, him play in Tennessee. I've seen him when he went to Philadelphia. But for me, the moment where I was like, and I know Madden's a video game and shit like that, but I remember it was distinctively one play where I had Randy Moss. I threw a go route. You break some tackles and shit like that, and he's running down the field, and there's somebody that's just running up behind him and hawks him down. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And it had number 93. It was Jevon Kearse when he played for Philadelphia. And I said, hey, I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. I was like,
what? I can see him doing that.
Yeah,
I can see that happening.
So, just to give y'all that, that understanding, like Jevon Kearse was really like, dare I say, he was the prototypical, the pioneer of the edge rusher. If you want to go ahead and throw in Lawrence Taylor, that's all. That's
different though. He played, man. Look, I'm gonna say this, man. Lawrence Taylor had the original PED. He played on crack. He was on crack playing football.
My man was.
Would you want to play any sport with an in-shape crackhead? No. He's the best ever. Duh. He had an unlimited take of energy. He was smoking rocks. Getting sacks.
He ever seen was his cousin
and smoking rocks.
He said he was a crackhead. He was the best
smoking rocks
ever. He said you'd never catch him.
Hey, whenever you ever caught a crack, I'm just saying it all fits. It all fits, bro. Like, so whenever people be like, Lawrence Taylor was the best ever, no shit, he was on crack. You want stopping that nigga? What is this? They get Superman syndrome too, where they're strong enough to do like lift cars and shit. Yeah,
he was on rock. Everybody was scared of that nigga too. Like,
wouldn't you be? He was in shape.
Residue on his damn nose and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, Sterling. He was an in shape crackhead. Yeah, nigga, that's scary. A crackhead that can really whoop your ass. Like, he not skinny. Like, what? That's why he broke that nigga leg. He couldn't hold back his strength.
Yeah, bro. So, man, that Lawrence said when they told me that the stories where they used to send prostitutes to his hotel room before games. Yeah, I was like, that dude.
I feel sorry for the toots. Hey, I feel sorry for the toots out there, man, bruh. I feel sorry for them. I know they was like, where we going to see Lawrence? Nigga worse than Junior.
Hey man,
wrecking these chicks, bro.
Hey man,
bro. Moving on, nigga.
Junior Ebony, dog. Goddamn, man.
Bruh.
So everybody here, is unanimous. You know why? As you heard, Jevon the Free Kearse over to Simeon Rice. No disrespect, Simeon Rice, but hey, if you want to go ahead, and
no disrespect.
You can have that argument over here, baby.
Simeon Rice was a better technician. Like he was a better. He played the game from a technical standpoint better than Jevon Kearse.
Yeah, he doesn't have all these stats.
Yeah, he was something else, bro.
5 INTs. If I was a Simeon Rice person, I would come out and say, "Y'all talking about the freak? Man, my guy got 5 INTs." Like, you know what I'm saying? So somewhere in America, Simeon Rice gonna hear this and be like, "All right, all y'all niggas dumb.
I got y'all.
Ain't no Hall of Fame without me."
Yeah. But either or, two guys that you definitely did not want to face, scary motherfuckers. But they ain't the only two people. Let's go ahead and get our next segment. We talking about the scariest players ever to set foot on the NFL field or any sport for that matter, because it's not just confined to NFL players. But hey, man,
when you see them,
run, bitch, run.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to ask our co-hosts, and if you're listening in and you're able to chime in, please chime in. We would like to go ahead and hear your thoughts on this as well. Some of the players that you feel. So, but without further ado, I will go ahead. I will defer to you, Sterling. Who do you have, my brother, as one of the more fearsome people that you've ever seen play, or you never wanted to face ever?
It's an unconventional name. But Bill Romanowski.
Oh no, hell no!
Because you don't know if he's gonna hit you or lynch you after the game. Bill Romanowski, bro. That boy attached to the KKK and all that.
Oh my God! He used to spit on people. Didn't he attach someone's eye out the socket? Oh man, he was everything.
Yeah, you just don't know.
So Bill Romanowski was a bad person.
Not from a talent standpoint. He was just an awful dude. Like
that's the worst. A bad person with NFL talent. Nigga, why did God create you?
Yeah, you know what, bro? Bill Romanowski is very that is scary.
You got me with that one.
I told you it's an unconventional name, and I had to really sit there and think about it. I didn't want to be like cliche and Ed Reed, Ray Lewis,
No, I got mine. No, I got mine. Mine is truly scary. Like this man, like reading it off the man, James Harrison, bro. I peed a little saying it. James Harrison is the scariest nigga ever to walk the planet Earth. If you saw James Harrison, you walking the other way. And he's not even a mean guy from all the interviews you see, but just his face when he looks at you. Dude. And then the way he hits people when you watch, bruh. Oh my God. Like, nope. James Harrison he's scary. I know you're gonna split it up, Boogie, so I'm gonna let him hear you. I got the other side of scary, but for that scary, intimidating, I want James Harrison walking off the bus first, looking at your moms, your sisters, and everybody else at your school or team, and so they know he playing defense. He gonna be hitting your niggas. Like, he gonna be, and he's here to take people out. Like, nah, James Harrison's scary.
Hey, what about Vontaze Burfict?
Bro, he's scary and unruly.
Hey, wasn't he like the boogeyman of the NFL, dog?
Him and Bill Romanowski could live together in harmony. No one else could live in harmony around them, but them two, yeah, they could sync up because they the same on the opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, we got a Mike Tyson. I mean Tyson. Oh yeah. I mean, see that's what I didn't want to do.
Yeah,
because we know Tyson's like. We saw a dude test that out months ago on the airplane.
Yeah. Oh boy. Khabib. I see a Khabib. I see a Khabib. Khabib. I wouldn't even like. He's scary to the point where you wouldn't even talk to him. You see Khabib and you just wait for him to say something to you. Like, why aren't you talking? Because I don't want to piss you off, bro. You might kill me and then go wrestle a bear.
I got no emotions.
Yeah, like Khabib is like, dog.
Like most fighters, I'm staying away from most of
all them
fighters,
niggas, dog. I'm not messing
like
with
if I see John Jones,
I'm not fucking with you, bro. If you got cauliflower ears, I'm not fucking.
Nope. Going on. If you play offensive line, nope, not fucking with you.
Now I'm gonna say this as far as
Pac-Man Jones, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah, Pac-Man a full street dude. CJ2K is another dude that I leave alone. But I'm gonna say this: one player.
I got one. We won't dive in deep because I don't want to be his next victim. Marvin Harrison Sr. I'm not fucking with you, dude.
Hands.
I'm not fucking, but no, ain't hands. I ain't worried about him punching me. I ain't worried about Marvin Harrison punching nobody. Marvin Harrison ain't got time for that. We ain't gonna talk about that though. This is not a conspiracy podcast, but I know.
My guys.
I know.
And I'm gonna say this: whenever and the Houston fans is gonna understand what I mean. The scariest person that really just made my stomach curdle whenever they got on the field is Matt Schaub. And I'm gonna say this.
Oh God!
Now, Matt Schaub was the more frightening person because I love free food promotions that's tied to sports. Okay.
Oh man.
In Houston, we had this thing where if the Houston Texans didn't throw a goddamn turnover and they won the game, we get
It's always personal with you, Boogie. It's always personal.
We get a free slushie from Sonic.
Okay? Oh my God!
And
God,
bro! We would have the game, bro, in the hand, free slushie. I could taste it right here. Okay,
he said I could taste it. It was right here.
Oh yeah, free slushie. Guess what? Pick 6. Return. And he always did.
I'm not gonna lie, I talk shit, but Houston fans have been through a lot, bro. Like, oh man.
Like, so Matt Schaub was always the one whenever we got to play. I was like, bro, look, man, it's a wrap. So
can we look?
He was good whenever he had talent around him. He didn't have to do too much, but when the game was on the line, he just fuck y'all.
Can we look at the other side of it though? Yeah. The other side of it is, all right, so we started with the scary people that get off the bus. I call it the get off the bus niggas. Like the niggas that get off the bus and make you go, we playing them? Them right there? So with the other side, though, is the dude that get off the bus that lets you know, like, fuck, Steph Curry. Like that's the other guy. You get him, then you get on the court and you go, him! It's him. For me, Manu Ginobili. Stop. Manu Ginobili is the scariest basketball player to come out of San Antonio and ever of all of evers. The man was everybody that you have ever seen that watch basketball. Manu Ginobili has broken your heart. He beat Team USA basketball. He's the reason for the Redeem Team. Man's super gremlin. That's mine.
He looked like one of them dudes that you would see in a men's rec league.
Yep.
But will come out and slice your ass up with a Euro step, mid-range, 3-pointer.
And
he's slow. That boy's slow.
Lefty, slow. Lefty, rocking the deuce. Oh,
killing y'all.
Busting ass. And y'all knew every time he rose up with that, you're done. And he had the moves. And then that Euro, and let's not forget, he brought the Euro step to the league. And he was banging with that. Oh, he wasn't even laying it up. He was 1-2 dunk. Yeah, Manu Ginobili, super gremlin, horror story, all that. He get off the bus, you're going to be like, who's he? He get on the court, he's him. Yes.
Yep. And as his ball spot got bigger, his game got more.
His jumper got wetter, nigga. What about y'all? Who's y'all scariest non-threatening player?
Man.
And he could put you in the rim. He could put you in the rim.
Definitely.
Who's y'all's like, he's not very threatening. Oh, if I'm a fan of any Russell Westbrook team, I'm scared as fuck of Damian Lillard because he has no mercy playing against any Russell Westbrook team. He's so scary when he plays against teams that have Russell Westbrook.
For your heart. Like he's definitely coming for your heart. So
Daniel Cormier, someone for Dan. He does because he does look like Mr. Winslow off of Mathematics, but he will maul your bitch. That's a good one. He looks so nice. Like he looks like a guy that you slap and he wouldn't do nothing back, but nah, he'll kill you. He'll kill you in less than 30
one
seconds.
Of them dudes that's a big brother, works at the boys club or something, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ghost.
No, he looks like a guy that slap you and you slap him and he would say, "Why'd you do that, man?" But nah, he'd kill you. He'd kill
Well,
you.
Ghost got GSP, so I'm gonna say this: GSP is just a nice guy, but GSP is definitely like he'll kill you, and
yes.
Like,
GSP looks like he would have a cup of cappuccino with you with the designs in it.
Yeah.
And then someone say something wrong, and then it's just over. Like on some Moon Knight shit. And then you look around and everybody's dead. Like, oh, what'd you do?
GSP will break your leg, dog, and nurse you back to health.
Bro, yeah. And then explain to you why he did it.
Hell yeah.
So,
and the whole time you'd be like, yeah, I understand why you fucked me up.
GSP is just a nice guy, man. He's a very nice guy. But yeah, as far as like, people that, skill wise, yeah, bro. I got to go with Damian Lillard, man. As a Houston Rockets fan, he's gave you a lot of nightmares. I still can't forget that game time was birthed. It just.
Man, y'all whole city turned on Chandler Parsons. It was your fault. It was your fault. I was like, damn. Like 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
You wasn't gonna go to Harden about it, so he had to fall. Sorry, bro. Hey, casualty, bro.
And then years passed, and you realized it was Harden the whole time.
We just didn't want to go ahead and acknowledge it because Harden.
Nah, he's entertaining. He's entertaining as fuck. And he played all his games. And Harden's worth the price of admission, but he ain't winning no championships. That nigga booty in the playoffs, buns. Yeah,
he just dropped not too long ago. But all right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to this day in sports. Russ, what you got for me, dog?
I'm gonna be quick and simple for you guys. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the team that beat Tom Brady this last weekend. This day in sports in 1993, the Carolina Panthers were birthed. That's what I got for you niggas. Learn it. Know it.
It was Kerry Collins. That was the first.
I believe so. It was Kerry Collins. Who's y'all's top Carolina Panther? I shouldn't say top because the top Carolina Panther is probably going to be Julius Peppers for most people. So who is your favorite Carolina Panther as I pose this question to you? Mine is Tricky Steve Smith. You better ice up, son.
What?
Ice up. Ice up.
I don't think you can have to me, Steve Smith was the Carolina Panthers. Like,
yeah.
I mean, something. Josh Norman.
Julius Peppers for me, dog.
Yeah, Julius Peppers. I can see Sterling. I can tell by the way Sterling stands. But he was like, "I see you. You better change it to favorite because everybody knows Pep is that nigga."
Go with Steve Smith, man. Steve Smith was a dog. He was undersized. He was 5'9" or 5'10", and he was out there, rising up, rising up on defenders, strong arming them. He was a little angry guy, dog.
He was built for today. He was built for today back then. He honestly was like a pre-mold to your Antonio Browns.
Yeah, he was like a bruiserweight, as the term they used in the WWE. Small guys they'll beat the hell out of you. Mm-hmm. So,
dog.
Ghost went ahead and was Tim Duncan. Yeah, Tim Duncan was a guy that was a very
You didn't really fear Tim Duncan. He just did his job. You knew he gonna do his job tonight. It's gonna be rough. Like when Manu started going off, you was like, "There's nothing we can do." Like there's nothing we can do.
It was too much to account for though. Whenever you was dealing with those motherfuckers.
Yeah, the Spurs were another machine.
Yeah, so we can open up a book about our time in
bro. That's a whole episode about the machine that is the Spurs.
You know what, dog? That's what we're gonna do. We'll go ahead.
Why? Fuck no! Why would I relive all of that shit? Hell no!
Heartbreak. I'm talking about like the crazy shit that happened out there, dog.
Man, to our teams, let's move on. No, okay, no, I am not. Spurs fans, y'all had y'all's time in the sun. It's dark, nigga.
Dark. Living. So the NFL trade deadline is upon us. Some people have already been moved. Some people have yet to be moved yet. Big name. We just talked about the Panthers. Just recently, they dealt CMC aka Darius Sanders. My boy's gone. Went to the West Coast. Going back
to Cali. Hey, I'm going. And he really is though, because he was out there. You know what I'm talking about? No, I think it's a good move for both teams, man. I see what the Panthers trying to do, and that run scheme with an elusive back like that could get scary. And of course he's gonna get. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to enjoy this because it's not all going to be on him. Flex bomb for Christian McCaffrey getting some of that. Let's be honest, guys. The Panthers weren't doing shit for him, and he wasn't doing shit for the Panthers. I mean, he was cold, but he wasn't moving the needle. So this is a good move for both parties, bro.
Yeah. And they got San Francisco had the capital to do it. I mean, they got extra picks. They 2 picks from Mike McDaniel going to the Dolphins. So I think that's the best place for him schematically. I think he's gonna be great, barring he stays healthy. Garoppolo's still your quarterback, and the NFC is wide open. So I understand the push it all to the table and go get CMC. Like, I think it's a good move, man. I hope he does well out there. I really do.
I mean, you're Sterling, you're 100% correct, but I think you'll agree on me with this. Even though Jimmy's your quarterback, you're just sitting there like, at one of these times he's gonna hit that throw, because they always lose. They always lose off of like 1 or 2 throws he doesn't make, and the play's wide open. So if you're sitting back as the coach and Trey Lance is hurt, you're just like, at some point he gonna hit this throw, and when he hit this throw, we gonna win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, and with CMC, you have the potential. There's other guys that have Mitchell, Wilson. They're good, but CMC has the potential to take those guys 15, 20-yard runs and turn them into touchdowns, which means you don't have to depend on Jimmy G.
Yeah, and we're talking about a San Francisco team that's injured right now. So, as they get all their guys back and healthy, kind of get in the groove of things, I think we should see them start to peak at the right time. It's still early mid-season, right? So there's still time to kind of get your shit together, if you will. But good move. Hell, I mean, I would have been mad if the Bills did it, but
I think it's a good move on both sides.
Yeah.
I think that the Panthers getting where they get a pick this year. I think it's like a 3rd round pick this year, a 2nd round pick this year. And like it's a good move. And I think and with I'm looking at it from the Panthers side, like you kept Burns. I don't know if they're gonna, we still got a couple days. I don't know if they're gonna keep Burns, but like I see with them accumulating draft picks and they're accumulating draft picks and they're gonna go out there and try to make something happen for the future. So yeah, I'm both teams I think made a good move.
And like basically just to piggyback off what Matt Sherrod
good shit, Matt. Yes.
Just said was
hold up, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cut my nigga, Matt. You hold me. If you know. Cut my nigga, bruh. Yeah, nigga. I'll never forget. Back to the regular schedule programming.
All right,
Let's get it.
So yeah, it does give the offense a different looks. You got a running back that can play the slot. You got a receiver that can play the running back. You got a fullback that can pop out at tight end. So you have a very versatile offense with a guy that likes to have a very versatile play call.
You know who this is gonna really help?
Trey Lance.
It's really gonna help, huh?
Trey Lance.
Well, he's not gonna. No, what's gonna help him is a couple of Vikes in a night out. But by out I mean, nigga. But no, I think that it's gonna really help Kittle get open more so in the seams and on basically the seams and getting deep down the field. Like I really think when you have a guy like CMC, it really is going to make the defense. And Kittle's the one guy on their team that can get open as soon as the snap. You know what I'm trying to say, Sterling.
It's gonna
football him, Sterling.
Yeah, it's gonna free up Deebo Samuel. When you look at some of the jet motion stuff or window dressing in the backfield, you could put CMC in the slot out wide. I mean, it's gonna open up a lot of. I mean, just think.
I didn't think about that. They could put Wilson. They could put Wilson in the backfield and put CMC at the slot with Deebo at the slot.
Right. You could put Deebo and Christian McCaffrey in the backfield.
Ooh.
I mean, there's so many. What
is it? Hey, I'm gonna call that. Hey, Hey, we gonna call that formation Ebony and Ivory. They need to go ahead and make that happen, my nigga. They need to make that happen. That's gonna be nasty.
You, and let's not forget Brandon Ayuk. You know, he's developing well. So no, they got weaponry, right? They can go toe to toe. I mean, if they had a better quarterback, they could be the front runner for the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, hold on. At the end of the day, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo has to be able to make this really like crucial throws at crucial times, and he just doesn't do it. So, but the cool thing, this offense is predicated on getting the ball out quick and getting it to playmakers' hands. But at some point, it has to be very matchup focused, matchup oriented from a defensive stylistic point of view. I don't know if he's going to be afforded those favorable matchups all the time.
And here's what I think this trade does, because all you said is true. And when you got to the point of saying it becomes a matchup, I always feel comfortable throwing it up to George Kittle. I don't care who's on him, unless it's Derwin fucking James, maybe, because he seems to be the one safety that can cover these super tight ends. But other than Derwin James, if you have all that, what you just said, and it becomes a matchup, I'm looking at Jimmy G and saying, just get it in the vicinity of this monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get it. But and you're right, he hasn't. But we keep giving him things. This team is really good. Like, if you look at, they keep giving him weapons. And yes, I know he missed Emmanuel Sanders, and that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's very hard to do. But he missed Brandon Ayuk last year, and he missed another play. He's missed. But I think the way this is built, though, it's dangerous, bro.
It's dangerous. That's a great way to put it, but that's about it. I think if you have got good coverage linebackers and you play a press man, I don't know if they're going to have many answers for that. That linebackers that can cover and a defensive line that can get after Garoppolo, make him get rid of the ball.
So you talking about us? Go ahead.
The Cowboys.
Yes, you feel it, Book. You feel it in your bones. You see how you just like this, America? I heard a little bit, but for me, because he was talking about us, because we got that. We're gonna get in that. We can get in that a little bit though.
Because the only thing that limits that offense is Jimmy Garoppolo, but we can talk about that, in depth later. But true. I'll do some film, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right. So also before we move on, the trade deadline, James Robinson got dealt. To the Jets to replace Breece Hall.
That's just a good trade. That's just a good trade.
You got Breece Hall hurt. Everybody won. I think.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room, though? I mean,
the one today that the Eagles did.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say, the Cowboys got a defensive tackle. Yeah, whatever. Let's talk about this. Yeah. The Eagles just said, "Hold my beer" to the whole league.
So
man.
Robert Quinn, y'all, is playing on the same defensive line as Cox and Graham. And they have Slay behind them. They have Hassan Reddick, who's playing out of his fucking mind. I've always liked Hassan Reddick's game, though. He's playing out of his mind. I like linebackers that just do their job. So he's playing out of his mind. So like the Eagles, this game in Dallas is gonna mean something.
Yeah.
They charged up.
Robert Quinn is, because he plays for the Bears and they're terrible. He doesn't get a lot of credit, but he's a top pass rusher in this league still right now.
He's a Cowboy,
Yeah. And he's always been great. And I think, I hate saying this because it's the Eagles, man, but that's a great move for them. That was a move that said we're going for it. And if you're in the NFC East, you got to be afraid of that. Because now
we have no fear.
What that's going to do. Well, you say that, but what it does,
we're cautious. We're cautious. No fear though. Cautious.
It makes Hassan Reddick that more deadly, right off that edge with that speed. So now you have to worry about Robert Quinn and what he's able to do from a pass rush standpoint. But Fletcher Cox and you got a young
Fletcher Cox is an animal,
and Jordan Davis and these guys up front. So they knew that they needed pass rush up, even though Hassan Reddick is playing a lot better this year. They knew they needed a closer, and they went and got a closer. So
they did.
It's a great move for both, and the Bears are paying. They're paying a lot of the cap space up front, so they can get it off their books. So the Bears are they understand where they are in terms of this roster rebuild. They've been rebuilding this roster for years, right? But Roquan was crying, bro. Like,
bro,
he's like, nigga,
hey, no, free that man. Like, I would love to see Roquan Smith next to Micah.
Yeah.
But Cowboys, trade them all the draft picks y'all have for Roquan Smith and put him next to Micah.
That'd be nice.
Bro.
All right, so also there's happened this week. A couple quarterbacks got benched in the NFL.
Sit your bitch ass down. Sorry.
Matt Ryan, they sat him down for Sam Ehlinger. I think his wasn't his like an injury or some shit.
No, he's playing like shit. Yeah, his feelings was injured.
Even if he wasn't injured, they were still gonna bench him. But
man, y'all saw that, right? Hey, Sterling, tell him he was playing like dog shit.
Yeah, he's just not good. His best days are behind him. It's sad because they've spent draft capital on Wentz and Matt Ryan, and they still don't have an answer. And my solution to that, you got to take your medicine like everybody else does. You're gonna have to draft a young quarterback and develop them. This whole Peyton Manning thing, that's not normal. That wasn't normal.
It's not Peyton Sterling. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know what it is. Andrew Luck, this is your fault. Andrew Luck, this is your team. But we respect you didn't want to play football no more. Right. But Andrew Luck, this is your team. This is what happened. You left.
But from a Broncos standpoint, to them, they got a veteran quarterback and won a Super Bowl. And the Colts think that they were going to do the same thing with Matt Ryan. And I think a lot of people were really excited about it, but the offensive line is banged up. Matt Ryan is not who he used to be. And so you got Sam Ehlinger. You got he's a raw guy. I mean, Sam Ehlinger doesn't move the needle. Didn't do it at Texas. So what makes you think he's going to do it in the NFL? He's just not. So he's not good. So
Sam gonna get them close to the Bryce Young.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And what are you going to pay Jonathan Taylor all the money he wants when it's his time? Like
I think
it's just not, dude.
This is what happens.
It's tough. If you're a Colts fan, it's tough.
No, and hey, my grandpa is for Colts fan. My people from Indianapolis. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, you ain't doing it for grandpa right now. Colts, y'all don't love grandpa.
Nah, they don't love grandpa.
But on top of the draft capital, I just wanted to add, and they paid each of these older quarterbacks to come in, or not older, because Carson Wentz isn't old. They play each of these other quarterbacks to come in, and they paid them like $30 million a piece. And if y'all know about the cash over cap, like these owners bleeding. That's how San Francisco paying their people. You know what I'm saying? So these owners are bleeding out the cash to pay these dudes. And when it comes out to be like the Colts are, we can see if they can turn it around. But if Derrick Henry keeps treating you like a redheaded stepchild every time he play y'all, that ain't shit gonna happen like that way. I just don't know. I think the Colts need to, like you said, take their medicine, take their lumps, take their L's, and go out here and get a quarterback that they can put out here to throw the ball to Pittman, throw the ball to Pierce, hand the ball off to Taylor, give the ball to who's that? I forget his name. They got a tight end that's like 6'7". That's a fucking animal. Woods. He's a fucking animal. Hey, throw the big guy the ball. Like it's not that hard to game plan. We have a guy out here, fucking Sasquatch, throw that motherfucker the ball, bro. Like he bigger than everybody. It's kind of like Atlanta. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but it's like Atlanta. You can't get Kyle Pitts the ball, really? Yeah, he's on my fantasy team, but I'm just saying it out loud because I'm speaking for the people that don't want to. You can't get these guys the ball. They're huge, 6'6", 6'7". Their matchup is a linebacker that's 5'11", 6 foot at the most, and like throw it up. Like, throw it up. You saw Rob Gronkowski did nothing but moss niggas. That's all he did was moss niggas his entire career. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's Hey, shout out to the tight ends that used to play basketball because a catch ain't nothing but a rebound without over the back. Let's continue.
All right, so
you know I ain't lying.
No, you're not, man. Also notable that it got benched. Mac Jones got sent in his game. I know because
one more because Mac Jones. Y'all know me. Y'all know what I say about Hills. Not finna die on him. So Mac. Me and your time is done. Hey, I ain't gonna down the hill. Yeah, you can say I was wrong. I ain't gonna down. I'm not dying on that hill.
You remember that one day I said, you know what, guys? Mac Jones is about as good as right now.
You did say that.
Have y'all seen him get better? Nope. Have you seen it? Same thing with Baker Mayfield.
Nope.
Have y'all seen him get better? No. It's just he was a finished product when he got in the league. And Josh McDaniels got the best out of him. I think, he's not very good. He's just not good. And you know what, though? Belichick, in my opinion, he screwed it up. Because now whatever you had left in him, you killed it because you took him out and then you put the rookie in and then he shit the bed. And now you're back at square one. So it's either you might as well, you got to figure out what you're going to do from here. So do you just roll with Zappy?
What I was going to say.
Go with Mac Jones?
Oh no, it's Zappy hour every hour. But in honor of my homie Boogie, since we're talking about the return of the Mac, but he ain't got no hose. Oh, shit.
He's got a rag on.
It ain't nothing.
He's got a rag on.
Oh, he can't do anything right, Mac. I'm sorry. Hey, man.
Garbage. He's garbage.
Bro, what that guy saying, the rest of that clip, you saw the other kid throw the ball. He couldn't throw it in the snowstorm. I got caught up. I drank the Kool-Aid and I was live because I like to see throw white boys that get along with niggas and can throw the ball to them.
Right.
I'm not going to lie to you. It gets me live. And you know what, Mac? I'm sorry. Unless you get it straightened out, nah, man, I ain't dying on that hill. You got to walk it alone. You got to walk it alone. What I tell you and Chris, I'm going to higher ground. Hey, Dak, I'm behind you. I'm behind you. Hey, man, if anybody asks, I said you was that nigga, Dak. Dak could probably kick me out the foxhole. Get this nigga out of here. Fuck no.
All right, man. So, okay, so let's go ahead and go to the NFL Power Rankings. Go to preview.
Oh, yes. We could go. What's the shot? What is it? The Sports Sushi show? Read your rankings. Read them.
All right.
Sterling, read them. He knows why I feel shots fired.
Yeah. So I got the Dolphins at number 10. Even though they did win last week, I still feel like, I think 10 is not that bad, The Seahawks at number 9, Geno Smith is just balling out this year. He's looking like one of the top 7 quarterbacks in the league, to be honest. I don't know what Pete Carroll's got going on in Seattle, but they're getting it done. Let's go to the next one. We got the Tennessee Titans. They're 4-2. They're looking like they're back to their old selves, running the ball and playing good defense. And the Ravens, it's like we can't be down on Lamar Jackson. I mean, that defense is just atrocious right now, and he doesn't have the weapons he needs to succeed. And they're still dealing with a ton of injuries. So now the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are the best team in the NFC. To be honest, I think when they're right. Hold on. Go back to the Cowboys. Go back to the Cowboys if you don't mind. The Cowboys have the potential to be the best team in the NFC when they're right. I think when Dak is playing well and their offense is balanced where they're running the football and that offensive line's good, they still have, in my opinion, the best defensive player in the league, and Micah Parsons. I just think I think they're gonna be one of those teams that peaks at the end. But so for right now, they're 5th. Ahead of them. Ahead of them is New York Giants, man. Brian Dable has done a phenomenal job. They don't have the talent, but they have the coaching, and in this league, coaching matters. So we'll see what they do with the next half of their schedule. But they're in the NFC East. I mean, these teams are, now the most overrated team in the league is these damn Eagles. They're overrated. They haven't played anybody. No, this is truth, nigga. These motherfuckers are overrated. The Eagles are overrated. They don't have to beat somebody. Show me something. And the Vikings don't count because they got to win a bad game. So I'm not trying to hear it. The Vikings are good. The problem I have with the Vikings is you don't have a really consistent pass rush, and Kirk Cousins is your damn quarterback, right? So, and you got the best receiver in the league in Adam Thielen. Yeah, that is cap.
I'm not dying on the heels. I'm not dying on the heels, and he ain't buying me Christmas gifts. I ain't dying on the heels. Not gonna do it.
You got these Kansas City Chiefs, man. On days they look like the best team in the league. Patrick Mahomes is the best. He's playing lights out. I think they're still trying to find their identity on offense. They did make a switch recently for Isaiah Pacheco as their running back. He had 9 carries, 43 yards in the win. But, they have the coaching, they have the GM, they have the quarterback. As long as they have those three, I think the Chiefs will always be one of the top teams in the league. And then you have my beloved Buffalo freaking Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the best football team in the land with the best. The generational quarterback and Josh Allen that be hurdling niggas left and right, and you got a closer in Von Miller, and we're getting Trey White back in a couple weeks. So
take your time.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Tap myself on the shoulder there. But I'm not even being a homer, but the Bills do look like the best team on paper right now. Josh Allen's playing out of his mind. I told you guys before the season that Josh Allen's probably going to win the MVP, and it's looking like that through the first 7-8 weeks. Josh Allen's that guy, and so the Buffalo Bills are going to be tough to beat. And if beating the Kansas City Chiefs 2 weeks ago, I think the AFC title game goes through Buffalo, which is a huge deal.
Okay.
Don't you ever say no, Sterling, don't. He trying to reel you in. I'm gonna tell Ghost like I always
Ghost
do.
Is my dog. Ghost is my dog.
Ghost, stop that shit. Stop that shit. I tell you, every time you bring up that guy's name, we don't say his name. Every time you bring up his name, no, don't, because it's like Candyman. You say it 3 times, Ghost gonna find some stats. You you stop it, Ghost, stop it. And Brett Favre belongs in jail.
Yes, he does.
Thank you. Okay. I know, Boogie. I know. I only got a couple comments, Sterling. I just want to say, fuck you, because you did the 6-5 on purpose because we beat them niggas. That's all I got to say about the Giants. How can the Cowboys be below the Giants if we beat them niggas? You know what I'm talking about? How can the Eagles? And this is my second one. I'm going to let you go over all of it. Here's my second one. I don't know how the Vikings can be below the Eagles because the Eagles beat them in spectacular fashion. And last but not least, my hot take, this might lead into a debate next week, but give me Micah Parsons for the MVP over Pat Mahomes, over Josh Allen, over anybody else you have, because you cannot find another football player that is going to come out here, play defensive end, linebacker, cornerback, and excel at all those
Boogie,
positions.
This is what happens when you give my guy a bone here. He just rolls, he just runs with it, and there's no way that Micah Parsons is going to be the MVP of the league.
No, I didn't say he was. I said I would take him
over Josh Allen.
Over both. I would take him. I didn't say that was going to happen. One of them is probably going to win.
If you're building a franchise today, you would rather have Micah Parsons over Josh Allen.
Yes.
Boy, smoking the
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this, and I'm going to let you get into the other stuff I said. So, who's the most important player on the field? Who's it?
Let's go. Get it out.
Let's go.
Ahead, get it out.
Just for you, Chris. He instigated like when he walked in. I bet you won't hit him. No, okay. Real talk. Go ahead. You. Whoever first, Boogie, you do it. It's solid. I got
Micah Parsons is, when you look at him, the prospect. He's one of the best prospects that's come out on the defense side of the ball in the last, I don't know, since Aaron Donald. He's that good.
Lawrence Taylor.
However, I gotta see some more success. There's no way. If you're going to start a franchise, you do not start it with Micah Parsons over Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. That's just not.
You do.
No, you no.
Yes, you do. But go ahead.
You can have the best defense in the world or best player defensively, but the quarterback position is the most important position in the league. Like you have to start there. That is your pillar and foundation.
Only one time. Only one thing.
Let him go.
Whenever you done, Sterling, just let me know because I'm gonna end it on mic drop.
Ain't nothing to go after that. It's over.
What did he say? What did he say about the quarterback? It's the most important position, right?
In the league. And don't say he's the quarterback of the defense.
No. That's not what I'm gonna say. That's not what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it like this. Hey, Boogie, what do they always say? We got to draft the guy to get the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Right? What do they start drafting? They draft guys like a pass rush, correct? Then they draft the cornerbacks that can stop them, right? The pass, right? Then they go for the linebacker that can read everything, right?
Okay.
This is the only nigga that can do all three in the same motherfucking game. He runs a 4-3. He's the only man that you've ever seen that can guard a wide receiver, that can go rush the passer from any position on the defensive line. And then you can move him to linebacker. He can zone up, blitz, guard any tight end that you put out there. The man is a freak of nature. He's a free safety, linebacker, strong safety, man-child creature, baby. Give me that over anything. That's all I got.
Out there and let Micah Parsons.
No, I'm saying he run a 4-3. He can guard everybody, and your guy got to pass to those people. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. Why is okay? Then let me. Why is Lawrence Taylor? Why is Lawrence Taylor looked at as the best football player ever? Why?
He's a defensive player.
Why? No. Why is he?
I mean, I could make an argument that Aaron Donald was.
Why though? Why? Because they're the only people. They're the only people that can get to the quarterback, and we have the one guy that can get to him in every position on the defensive field. There's never been another player that could get
in the league.
When's the last? Okay. Here's a sec. Okay, if you want more, here's another one. Name me another player that could play every position on the defensive field. It got quiet as fuck in here. Okay, I'm just saying it got quiet as fuck in here. It got quiet as fuck in this bitch. Hey, that's ice tray.
What you're saying right now is ludicrous.
It's not. That's facts.
Get your ass up. We're not doing this, Russ. We're not doing
this. And this was brought to you by Proper 12. And if you don't fuck with Micah Parsons, what the fuck are you thinking about? Man? Come on, bro.
I appreciate the flex, but I love Micah Parsons, dog. But it all starts with the quarterback, man. I'm sorry.
It does. It does.
But Micah Parsons is a generational talent that we haven't seen in the league, and he could do a lot of things. He could do
everything. Not a lot. Everything. Not a lot. He can do.
He's not
everything.
He cannot play corner.
Have you seen him go out there and guard wide receivers successfully? Have you seen him guard wide receivers?
Cornerback on a consistent basis. She's getting
but you wouldn't. But that's you just making my other point because you don't know what he's gonna do. You just put him on the field. You don't know if he's blitzing. You don't know if he's playing zone. You don't know if he's gonna guard the tight end. You don't know what he's going to do. He is the Messiah. He is the Messiah.
He is everywhere.
Hey. Ask Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Ask every quarterback he has played against. And I look crazy because I'm a Cowboys fan. This is the best football player I've ever seen in my life. Give me the best football player I have ever seen in my life over anybody.
Oh my God.
All right, so
I'm losing my voice now.
Okay, so let's close it out. All right, so that was our very first.
Hey, y'all choose in the comments who wins. Y'all choose in the comments who wins. Start to do your thing.
If you're listening,
yes.
If you're listening, please tune in. If you
this is not what I wanted to do. Okay.
Please let us know in the comment section. But Sterling, you got your play of the week loaded up, bro?
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, so here we go. So what we have here, I have the Bengals versus the Atlanta Falcons. This is a play where you're going to see Jamar Chase kind of eat, but if you pause it right here, go back to zero, Chris, if you don't mind. I'll show you guys this alignment here. So right now they are lined up, which appears to be a cover 2. So this is a cover 2 zone. As you see, the slot receiver, he's uncovered. So you're going to see that linebacker on the second level. That's his responsibility. So, in a cover 2 defense, the defense wants to take away the short passes, the short area stuff. And you have 2 defenders up top and you have 5 underneath zones, right? So, but the key part here is you see that slot receiver is uncovered and they're playing zones. So that safety up top, that's his responsibility. So it's kind of, it's kind of interesting. And then if you look on the back end of the defense, you're going to see that safety kind of playing on that outside hash there. His responsibility is to take anything over top because there is no tight end on that side. So that's where the linebackers are supposed to come in, and they're supposed to, that tight end gets out, if that running back gets out, that's their responsibility, right? So that safety is matched up on their slot receiver, Tyler Boyd, which broke them off for that first touchdown. And so basically what they're saying is they are betting Joe Burrow. They're daring him to throw that ball to Jamar Chase. So when you're looking at Jamar Chase here, this safety up here, that's Jalen Hawkins right there. So, Jalen Hawkins is I never thought he was a great prospect, but they're banking on athleticism. They're banking on athleticism. They're saying, we're gonna take Jamar Chase away over the top.
My bad. For those who can't see, he's at the bottom. My bad. For those who can't see, he's at the bottom of the screen.
Jamar Chase is at the bottom of the screen. So go ahead and press play on this, and you're gonna see what happens. So Joe Burrow takes a snap. And watch what he does, man. He doesn't even try to manipulate the defense. He says, you know what? I see you. And I'm going to throw it right in his face in a dime between two players. Now, I will give Jalen Hawkins some credit. He did close there, but it was too perfect of a throw. The route was just really good. And Jamar Chase is one of the best downfield catchers of the football in this game. And it's one of those great plays, and that's why it worked. So the reason why it worked is you had an elite throw. The placement on that throw was perfect. The defense called was actually the right thing to call. It's just that when there is no defense that can cover the perfect pass, and Joe Burrow delivered one this past week. And that is the film review this week. So every week I'll be showing you guys a key play. If you guys have a game that you want me to key on or something that you want me to take a look at, let me know. And I would love to watch the film.
Put in the comments.
Show you guys why it works. So that'll be every single week here on Sports Sushi.
All right. I love it. I love it. And then, like you said, the perfect throw, the timing on that throw was just, it is what it is, man. Like, that's why these guys are professionals, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a hell of a throw. I mean, Jamar Chase, great way to set it up. Like, them two have the best chemistry. I haven't seen chemistry like that since Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Square business.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's insane.
It's really dope. It's really dope. For fantasy owners, I'm a fantasy owner of Jamar Chase, and he's like, man, he hasn't really been doing anything. But the last few weeks, man, he's been balling out. So maybe it's one of those things last year where they got this young offensive line. They're still trying to work on their chemistry, and now you're starting to see Jamar Chase from last year kind of show up.
It's a long season.
It's a long season.
But tell us all your thoughts in the comments. Tell us who y'all want to see in the videos. You know what I'm saying? Sterling gonna break all that shit down for you. I'm gonna be here too.
All right, so we're gonna move on and closing out the show here. Before we get out, man, we gotta tease our World Series preview or review. It should be either wrapping up or closing up around this time next week. But regardless of where it's at, you can tune in right here, and we got you covered at Sports Sushi. Subscribe to us on all your favorite platforms. It is the Gratwick Enterprise Podcast. I think I butchered that shit. A podcast network on YouTube.
Get it right.
I think I got it right, man. Gratwick Podcast Network on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook is just Gratwick Enterprises. So please tune in there. Follow all our social media. It's Sports Sushi, one word on Twitch, sports_sushi on Instagram. You can find this podcast uploaded all on Odyssey, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of your podcasts.
We're everywhere like air, nigga.
Yeah, you can't get rid. We here to stay. But you can always tune in and find us on any one of those things, or if you want to hit us up directly, you can find me at DJ Slow Boogie with I and E, not a Y, on all forms of social media. Sterling, what you got, bro?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Furrow Sterling. My work can also be found at BuffaloRumblings.com.
Oh, you already know this is me. You can find me on IG at sportsplug.russ. You can find me on Twitter RLClimbSP. Probably saying a bunch of stupid shit. Hey, follow the show, follow us, grow this bitch.
Indeed. Before we get out, the Gratwick Discord is the one way where you can tune in and interact with everybody, and especially interact with us at this show. It is discord.me/Gratwick. That's GRATWICK, Gratwick. And that's the best way to interact with us live during our show recordings.
Yeah.
That's how Luca got here, is going live tomorrow. So if you would like to listen to that, it will be happening right in the Gratwick Discord. Address was 30 seconds ago. I just gave it out. Rewind it. Stop being lazy, you bitch.
Damn, we're harsh. We're harsh.
So,
like cheap liquor.
Also, On the 30th of this month, we have our Destiny night inside the game, the Gratwick Discord. So please, like I said, if you want to win some cash, the only requirement is that you join the Discord, the Gratwick Discord, and sign up. Information will be inside the Gratwick Discord. Hope to see you there. And I hope to see you guys next week. Sports Sushi, man.
Hey, it's sports sushi. The real raw sports shit.
Mm-hmm. But that's it.
With a nice face.
I'm gonna figure out how to end this shit.